Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's coming. We got double up. At 31. Check 3.
The give to Taylor.
Watch the ship.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big stop, let's go. 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much. No. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not. Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 15 Lonnie. I got you.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 40 now on second down. Watson, and he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, baby.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
40 set. 19. 45.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Show 9.
On first down, Jefferson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Get up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 4. Tight dog.
On second down, it's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Right here.
Check 45 to Mike. Check. Let's go, D. It's going to be It's going to be a long gun.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch the shot. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Oh, yeah.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Switch. SOS. He's checking.
From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. Watkins fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Under 10, 10.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They don't want it.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
Throwing again is Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Watch the edge. Check it back. 24. 26. Check 26. The mic. Check 45. The mic.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You got him.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Squeeze, double up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 3rd down, Taylor. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Ross. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Check 45 the mic. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Shit. Put it down.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Watch 14. Stop your whining.
Watson now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go, baby.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On third down, Mixon. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Easy work.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going with Lindsey. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Hey. 4 down. Check. Check 3. Check. Crunch. Hey, 31.
On 1st and 10, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Check 9. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
45. Too little, Cupcake. 45's the mic. 24. Check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, baby. 54. Watch twist. Check your hot read.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Go, run.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 26. 25. Check 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
You don't want no problems with me.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rolling to his right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check motion, 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 motion. Watch out, watch out, watch out. 59. Watch, quick.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Rush in, rush in.
Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Taylor. 20, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
61.
On second down, here's Mixon. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Taylor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check 13. 31.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey, 31. Under crunch. Under crunch. Check 52. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And Watson's going to throw it here. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will get him one closer. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field.